Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Did you have a good week this week?
It was a decent week.
It was a decent week. Well, we
Yeah.
want good weeks. We want good weeks, but I
Well, it was
understand.
outside of work. It was good.
Oh, well, listen, we can always just we can put listen, I was off this week. It was my spring break and
I
it went by way
know.
too fast.
Yeah,
Way too fast.
outside of work, it was a
But
good
it's
week.
okay because I said after spring break, I'm counting down to my cruise. My cruise is the
hmm
second weekend in May.
hmm
So I have a month till my
hmm
cruise. I think I leave on the 6th of May. I think
Okay.
the 5th or the 6th. So I have a month till my cruise. And then after that, I'll be counting down to the end of the school year
The
because the
summer.
last day of school, even though we got to make up them snow days, my last day of school is June the 18th. So once I
Oh,
get back from my cruise, I'll have a month. So I'm ready to rock and roll.
okay. I'm ready for the summer. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm ready for it.
I know that's right.
'Cause I'm trying to figure out what
No
I'm gonna
problem,
do.
Kevin, baby. Kevin be ready for our reviews. Kevin be hitting me up like, look, whose channel is it on and what time? And I'll be like, listen, I'll let you know. So
You
Kevin be
know,
ready.
speaking of, because what DB said, get the raid on hand. The rodent was the rodent was been in my DMs since last night, responding to stories, and the rodent sent me a DM this morning and was like, "What did he say? Let me read what this troll had to say to me."
Oh Lord.
So he says,
Yes, see, Golden. I've been working hard, honey. I've been working through my spring break. You right.
So here's what the troll says. Oh, and when you and Really Be do my Beyond the Gates review, make sure to give me an extra special shout out. I will have to catch the replay. And I told him, what did I say back to him? Your review, turn on your camera and do all the things that you want us to do.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Child.
came
Right.
up,
DB said, I love how we know who it is without calling it out. Y'all gonna leave my Cajun alone.
Cajun
But
loves to
but he
troll.
but he is a troll.
Like he stays in my DM. Anytime I post a story or something, like yesterday I posted because I went to my aunt's house, and we'll get to Beyond the Gates, you guys. I went to my aunt's house, and it kind of pissed me off when I saw it, but I didn't really think about what it was that I was looking at. I just saw that man's face. But then I was driving to go get something to eat last night, and I finally opened it up, and it was talking about my voter ID is insufficient.
Yeah, I saw something about that. I was like, what? I saw you post something about that. I was like, what
I
the
was like,
hell?
no, it ain't you, fat bitch.
But see,
It-
that's how they playing games. You better go
yeah,
down to the and get it checked out. They playing, that, especially down in Texas.
but the thing
They
is, I
playing
went to vote.
games.
I went and voted in the primary, and everything is. I was able to
Yeah,
vote.
they on some bull hockey. Y'all make sure y'all just
They-
check, double check, triple check. That's all I got to say. Cause y'all know they playing games. They trying to steal the midterm. So just check, double check, triple check. Um,
Yeah, that shit kind of. I was like, what the fuck? He was like, uncover the
uh-uh.
name. I was like, no, Cajun, I am not uncovering my name for you. But it was like,
Child.
I was just like, what the fuck? Insufficient voter ID. I'm like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've been voting since 2008. Ain't never had an issue, but again with this.
Yeah, we know what they playing games. So listen, y'all. This week we got action. This was a good week. I have a lot of notes, and that's
Mhm,
how I can always tell when it's a good week because I have a lot of notes. I think this was a full week.
mhm.
Even Friday, which I thought was going to be a throwaway day because it was Easter and I knew they were having Jennifer Holiday. And again, let me apologize again to Jennifer Holiday. I had her mixed up with Gloria Gaynor. I don't want nobody to think that I don't want to put nothing on nobody that they didn't do. So please, Miss Jennifer Holiday, and I am telling you, I'm apologizing again. But I thought it was going to be a throwaway, but we still got action on Friday.
We did.
So a lot went on this week. Now y'all know I generally just go storyline by storyline rather than day by day, but my notes go in order of the week. So
Oh, okay.
well, but they're still not episode by episode. They're just like, anyway. Anyway.
But it's still in a little bit of sequential order, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Because y'all know
So
I'm more detail oriented when it comes to the days and sequential.
you'll be like on Monday, on Tuesday.
We just
Just the notes are here, but they go in order of the episodes. Yeah.
okay.
Usually I just write stuff down as I like. I'm like, oh, yeah,
I
that happened,
figured.
that happened. But this week I went episode by episode.
That's kind of what I do.
Okay.
What you want to? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Hey, y'all coming in.
Yeah, I went there and got. It's supposed to be sweet tea, but it's semi-sweet, but it's more so tangy than it is sweet. But I bought this shit, so we gonna drink the shit.
He said we gonna drink it. All right, so we pick up Monday where we left off Friday with Ashley on the elevator with Jacob and what's his name? Grayson. And we kind of talked about this last week, but we see where basically she gets off the elevator and Jacob ends up contacting Grayson later and it's like, listen, we got to figure out another place to go. It's too dangerous. There's too many people at the hospital that can recognize me. And to be perfectly honest, I'm like, duh, we said that 3 weeks ago.
Hold on, y'all. You can keep going. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I can hear you.
No problem. But I'm like, we knew that 3 weeks ago. So like, why all of a sudden now is it like, oh no, I can't do it. Like, we got to find somewhere else to sit. And I personally think that Jacob is pushing a little bit too hard because it's just like, who's your That's your disguise. Wow, yeah. Where'd JB go? Who are you, sir?
Y'all know me. This is my first time ever being here. Hey, everybody. It's nice seeing you guys. Nice meeting you guys.
Wow. Who are you?
Like, what? But what really cracked me up, I didn't mean to cut you off, but what really cracked me up was when she Ashley literally turned around and Jacob just turned his head down. And I'm like, girl, you can still see Rashad, Jacob.
Right. And that's why I'm saying, like, it's no way that Ashley doesn't know that's him.
Right.
I mean, in the real world, in the non-soap opera world, there's no way you don't know that that's him.
Even when the camera panned on him, you could still see his face. And I'm like, it would be different if maybe he had on like dark sunglasses, but he has on glasses with.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And I could even see if they put on a mask and with glasses. Mm-hmm. Maybe I would give you that. Maybe. But just like I said, they pulling a whole Clark Kent Superman situation. Oh, once he puts on glasses, we won't know that that's Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, child. Am I the only one not invested in Grayson and Jacob's storyline? I'm only invested from the point of view of when we find out who these people are. Like, is it the chief? Is it Kyle? Like, who is it that's running this?
I saw people say this that they think it's Kyle. I was like, why Kyle?
I think it's because it's somebody different that's not a main character, so they're trying to, you know what I mean? But here's what I don't want. Well, we'll get into that later. But what I don't want it to happen is I don't want it to be Kyle just to push Nicole to Colton, because y'all know how I feel about Nicole and Colton. So, right, Clark Kent, Superman, right? Like, ugh.
We see.
But yeah, no, you're not the only one. I'm only vested because I feel like the reason why I'm not very vested is because I feel like the writers fumbled this. This is a great storyline. Mm-hmm. But we're so caught up on all the things that they're doing wrong that we're not latching on to the storyline, which is a really good storyline. Jacob goes undercover to help find out who is smuggling illegal plasma through the hospital. Is the chief? Is that Joey's sister? Like, there's a good storyline there, but we're caught up on Clark Kent and meeting in alleys and like the whole family acting like they didn't know that he was in a dangerous, like your father is the whole chief of police acting like he don't know that you are in a dangerous job. I'm sorry, sir. You are the chief. You are the chief of police.
I agree. So here's the thing. It's not that I like the storyline. It would be better if it wasn't Jacob, but I know why it's Jacob. Jacob is trying to get himself out of the cloud and the shadow of his father. I get that part. Mm-hmm. So I definitely do get why we're doing this. It's just I wish that it was more practical. And then I was because I'm on my way to getting my food. I was thinking about this, and I was like, with this plasma, they're mostly doing this with the unhoused people, right? And I was thinking to myself, most, and this is, hear me out when I say this, you guys. I'm not saying everybody, but most times when people are unhoused, they've been unhoused for years. They haven't been to a doctor, hence the reason for the free clinic. They haven't
Right.
been to a doctor in years, so we don't know what's in their blood. And I don't mean anything like negative, but I'm just saying, people could have there could be underlying health issues with those people, and don't have to be HIV or AIDS or anything like that. But again, even with that, people get strung. Some of them that are unhoused are strung out on drugs. So we don't know what's in these people's, you know, blood, what's in their plasma, and all that kind of stuff. So I find it weird that we're taking it from the unhoused people. But hey,
And I feel like we could be doing more with June. Since we're coming at it from that angle, I feel like we could be doing more with June's character.
mm-hmm. So that's where my thing come in. And like y'all said, sickle cell, tuberculosis, all that kind of stuff. Like most unhoused people ain't been to again. That's the reason for the free clinic. So I'm just not understanding where they getting, like, y'all must be getting plasma from other people as well, just stealing people's plasma.
Yeah.
And I would love to know, so I'm hoping at some point we get deeper into that, like, because again, like I said, y'all ain't getting plasma just from the unhoused. Y'all are stealing it from the hospitals, blood banks, wherever you get it from.
Right. I agree. So that's what I had. So okay, so next on my notes, I have Haley, Tomas, and this whole sexual harassment situation. So Tomas, to be fair, Tomas was flirting with Lynette.
And she was flirting back.
Now, number one, she is no longer a client. Let's forget that this is a setup. Let's just look at it from that lens. Number one, she's no longer a client. So if Tomas wants to flirt with her, he's really not violating anything at this point. Her charges would drop. She's no longer a client of the law. If the law firm, this would be no different than if he saw her at a bar and decided to flirt with her. They're no longer working together. He is no longer her boss. I mean, her attorney. So technically, even if he really was flirting and meant it, he ain't do nothing wrong.
True.
That's number one. But we know it's a setup, so we know it's a setup. Haley takes this as an opportunity, I guess. So is her goal to get Tomas fired? Like, is that the goal?
I'm confused when it comes to her because nothing makes sense at all when it comes to things that she does. I don't know if her goal is to get Tomas fired or if it was more so to get Bill to kind of get onto Tomas, basically to get Tomas off of her ass. I feel like that's more so what it was. So if Tomas gets fired, she doesn't care because as long as Tomas is not barking up the tree of Haley and Lynette, then she's fine with whatever happens to him. So I don't think she cared. I'll be honest, I don't think Haley cared either way it went, as long as, like I said, Tomas is not coming after her.
I agree, but I also think she does want Tomas fired. I think she wants Tomas fired because she does realize that Tomas. No, the reason why I say that is because she realizes that Tomas is questioning, like, correct. By the end of this week, we see that everybody is kind of the walls are closing in on Haley from different angles. But on Monday, I think she thought it was just the Tomas angle. She didn't see all these other angles that came. And what she did is sort of backfiring on her because it's bringing more attention, not less. Because now you got Kat on your ass. Now you got Naomi on your ass. You know what I mean? We're going to get to that in a minute. But it was almost like because remember, even when Bill kind of, reprimanded him, she kept pushing. Like, is that all? Is that it? No, Bill, he needs to learn a lesson. I think she does want him fired.
But the problem with Haley is, which we said this numerous times before about Haley and even her cousin, that either way it went, even if it wasn't Tomas that was going to come for them, somebody was going to eventually come for them because they're too obvious at this point with what they're doing. Because remember, Sammy / Randy was supposed to be the man that helped her when she had her miscarriage, right?
Right.
But they've been seen together. Like the things that Haley is doing, it don't take a rocket scientist to see it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize something's off here. Like you come to town, you were Naomi's best friend, You get with her daddy, then you become basically a leper to everybody, and now you got two new friends in Lynette and Sammy, because one, Sammy's okay, I'll give it to you, Sammy helped you with your miscarriage. So I would feel indebted. I wouldn't feel indebted, but I would feel something towards him. And then I guess with Lynette, Lynette is the one that saved her from the mugging. But again, you didn't know these two people, so now you chummy like you in Uptown having a heated conversation with Sammy, and now every time we turn around, we see you and Lynette, having kiki time with each other. So the walls were gonna close in regardless of if it was Tomas or anybody, because they're doing stuff too obviously at this point.
Oh, I agree with that, but I'm saying I think from Haley's point of view, I need to eliminate Tomas. I think she thought that Tomas was doing too many questions, and but again, we're gonna talk about that in a minute, how that's backfiring. Cheryl said, I think she did it all. I think she did it so that there's another reason to feel sorry for Lynette to justify spending money on her. Can we talk about $15,000 of charges at the hotel?
That's a lot of money.
What in the she must be ordering room service Monday. I mean, breakfast, lunch, dinner. She must be going to the gift shop and charging shit to the room. Like, girl, what are you doing?
She going to the spa. She getting her nails done. She getting everything done. Because 15,000.
Right, she probably going. Yeah, you know what? She might be going to the spa every day, getting facials and shit. I'm like, what are you doing, ma'am? And that alert went to Bill. Bill was like, what? But he let the charge go through though,
which is weird. That's why I say
at the end of the week when he questioned her about it, and she was like, well, and she gave that bullshit answer. He was like, all right, well, we ain't gonna keep taking care of her. I mean, that's okay for now. What you mean that's okay for now? $15,000?
I ain't spending $15,000 on, and it's got to be per week at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if again, I've never lived in a hotel, so I don't know. Like, I don't know if once it gets to a certain point, they just randomly they charge it once a week, or they give you I don't know how that works when you live in a hotel. I don't know. Not that like that kind of a hotel. Like, I don't know. But that's crazy.
It is.
It was in 1 week. That's crazy as hell. That's ridiculous. All right.
On the streets.
Right. The next thing I have is Cotillion, and I wrote in my notes, don't care. So we had the whole scene with the kids, and the daughter is upset because she didn't do well in her first impression, and the son is upset because he can't get the dance steps right. It's a cute scene. It's a cute family scene. I just don't care.
I listened to it, but I wasn't listening too hard to that scene. I know they talked about Chessie. I didn't care, but we did see her raggedy ass grandmother later in the week. So
yeah, we saw that on Friday. Anita got her together on Friday. Mm-hmm. The other thing we see, of course, what's his name? We see the detective / reporter Smitty. He all antsy, waiting for his phone to ring, because I don't know why Jacob is. I mean, I know why Jacob is checking in with him, because they're writing the story together. But why is Jacob Jacob should have somebody that he checks in with at the police station, somebody that he lets know what's going on. We don't see him having any contact with anybody. I don't know, just child.
Maybe he talked to his daddy on the slick, and we just don't see it.
Well, I guess.
But I do wonder why is it Smitty? But remember, wasn't it last week or the week before when Smitty said he wanted to be out? So why not be out?
And then and again, he has a burner phone. In the days of modern communication, you have a burner phone. You could just send him messages. This was what happened today. This is who I met with today. So that Smitty has his notes. Y'all don't have to keep going to that alley every day. Smitty don't have to keep trying to pretend like he gonna blend in. We're not gonna keep doing this and playing with our intelligence now. Damn it, we're not gonna keep doing this.
Sticking out like a thumb.
Okay, you could literally be sending him voice notes. You do not need to check in with him. Y'all do not need to see each other in person every time something happens. You just don't. You can send him a voice note. Y'all have a whole burner phone. Send him messages. Child. Anyway, like I said, the storyline is a great storyline. They're just fumbling. And maybe we just been watching too many years of Law and Order. Like, I get it, it's a soap opera, everything, but it's like y'all can try a little harder. I just feel like I could be trying a little harder. That's how I feel. Right, meet in the car, something. Right, he should be having T Goody. He should have a handler down at the station or something. Child.
Now, y'all know I love Smitty, but I mean, we gotta call it a spade a spade. Smitty don't do nothing but stick out like a sore ass.
Baby, Smitty don't do nothing but carry that laundry bag with that tide in it. Like, if Nicole like Febreze, baby, Smitty love that tide, honey. Smitty love his tide.
He do. But yeah, I like the storyline. I just wish they would do something different with it.
Yeah, I really love the storyline, but like you said, we need more. You know what? That's a good point. Lala B said a red flag should have gone up for Bill with Lynette having embezzlement accusations and her charging up that credit card like that.
That was what I was coming from. Like, and the girl is having a case on embezzlement. Why don't y'all think embezzlement? Money. Like, ain't nobody's bills. That's why when it comes to Bill, I always say to y'all, I still think Bill is in the dark when it comes to Lynette. Well, not Lynette, but Haley. I think he's in the dark. Bill is so wrapped up in this bubble of love with Haley.
I don't know.
And it's a one-sided love bubble.
A part of me, like we were talking backstage. A part of me feels like there's a little bit in the back of his head, especially later on in the week when he changed his will. I think part of what he changed, I wonder if he took Haley out the will. I mean, he didn't put a Danny back in. I wonder if he adjusted, or even if he didn't take her out altogether, if he adjusted, y'all know me in this damn chair. Even if he adjusted, Sean gonna give me a new chair for my birthday. That's gonna be my birthday gift, is a new damn chair. I just gotta hold on for a few more months, and if I get too frustrated, I'm gonna do it sooner. But I don't think it's love. I think it's more so he wants to prove everyone wrong, and he's staying with him. Yeah, I definitely think that I also think that's part of the reason why he's slow to accept what he sees in front of him, because he doesn't want to accept that everything that everybody told him is true. And we saw, especially Danny, and we saw that longing again on Friday's episode when he kept looking over at the family table. You could physically see that he was longing to be over there.
Oh, absolutely. He's been like that for a long time, because even remember, because with Thanksgiving, he gave that he wanted to be over at the table with them.
Yep. So the next thing I have in my notes, we can probably skip over this too, is Naomi missing Jacob, and it's their anniversary. I don't think I care about that either.
Not really.
No. Okay. No. Now at the end of the week, they do have a rendezvous, but again, Naomi is the only person. I will say this: out of all of these people that are so worried about Jacob, Naomi and his mama are the only two that I'm going to accept, because even though you signed up for it, that's still your husband. Like, you know he was a cop. You knew this day could come, but that's still your husband. And a mama's love is going to always be a mama's love. It doesn't matter that her husband is a cop. It doesn't matter. It's a mama's love. But everybody else, I need y'all to go sit down.
Yeah, please.
Maybe things will restart. Well, I definitely think they're speeding certain things up. Because listen, this storyline with Lynette has definitely sped this storyline up. And like I said, I really wish that they had never done the whole tea situation, because Lynette was enough. They could have just brought Lynette on a little bit sooner. Lynette is enough. Lynette has definitely sped this storyline up.
Well, absolutely.
It's almost like I don't know what. Yeah, it's almost like I think they didn't know which way to go, and then they brought Lynette on. But Lynette has definitely put this storyline in overdrive. You know.
She has put some evil in the chat that I rebuke.
Wait a minute, what happened?
Look at that. Cheap says
the baby. Oh Lord.
That is something I rebuke, Cheap. I rebuke the hell out of that. Y'all remember how she was when she thought she was pregnant? Absolutely the hell not.
And now she got the BRCA gene. Oh God.
She's gonna be insufferable. She already is, but mm-mm.
Yeah, well. Next, I have Lynette and Kat. Now, baby, listen.
That was a good scene.
Y'all know Kat get on my nerves. And I still think Kat was doing a lot with this whole Haley Lynette. Listen, Kat need another job. Because she really got a lot of time on her hands. But baby, I was here for this. I was here for Kat and Lynette, and I was here for Kat and Bill. Baby, Kat was giving me what I needed this week. Now she still be doing too much. I mean, she still be doing too much. But baby, Lynette ate Kat up. She sure did. The Kat really thought she was sliding up over there. Lynette was like, "Girl, I know who you are. Don't you have some? Don't you have some purses to go make or something?" Like, baby, she had Kat's number.
She did. I have to give her that. She gave it to Kat, but little does she, but she don't. She knows of Kat, but she don't know Kat the way we know Kat.
Oh yeah, I mean, she got Kat together, but again, all that did was put a fire under her ass.
Mm-hmm. All it did was just lit you, like you said, lit the fire under Kat's ass. When she said "See you later, Katie," I was like, she was like, "That bitch know my name."
Right, that shit was funny. Yeah,
that shit was funny.
But you know what that also said to me? That also said to me that Lynette knows exactly who's who and what's going on.
Uh-huh.
She knows a lot more, which also makes me think she absolutely knew Haley was working at that. She absolutely targeted Haley. She knew where Haley was.
Did you catch something? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but she
I don't care about that, child.
I know. She said something that caught my attention because when Haley was telling her to go to Texas and find one of those oil tycoons, she was like, "Girl, there are plenty of people here, and you know them." I was like, "Oh, she knows the." I'm like, "Oh, I think she done studied." And now I'm really leaning more to what you have been, because you have been saying it for months that Lynette was playing a game basically, and she knew what she was doing. I didn't think she was innocent, but I didn't think she was this cunning.
Baby, I think Lynette has been targeting Haley from the beginning. I don't think she was surprised to see Haley. I think she absolutely knew Haley was at that law firm. She absolutely knew Haley had married Bill, and she absolutely knew who. Because the fact that she already knew who Kat was, I said, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." She knows exactly what's going on, and then, like you said, that conversation she had with Haley lets me know, because Haley is so obvious about her leaving town. Girl, she's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. That is, listen, you talking about it's time for us to get rid of, figure out how to get rid of Lynette. You need to start giving her some tea. Shit. Don't give her no tea, because the tea ain't worth no bill. Child, don't give her no tea. That tea, clearly that tea don't work. Don't give her that tea.
Did not give her some
clearly tea. The tea don't work.
Right. But yeah, when Lynette said that, I was like, she knows these people. I'm like, Lynette done her homework. But, and it goes back again to what you said. It wasn't happenstance that Lynette walked into that law office. Again, I thought, I didn't think anything of it when it first happened, but now that the seeds are really showing, I was like, oh, none of this was a coincidence, and that's why Randy was trying to warn Haley about Lynette. Shit, Lynette might be a better con, and a bigger con than Haley is. Well, Val, as she calls her.
I think Lynette is better at it. Now people in the chat are saying that they think that Lynette is targeting Bill. I could see that.
I can see it
because she did make a comment about she kept making comments about Bill being so smart and this, and Haley was like, "You're right, my man." Haley don't even see, but I could see that. I could see that.
I mean, she said he got more money than the paper mill.
Right. I could definitely see that her target. I mean, it's not shifted, but it's Bill. And let's not forget, she still has her rainy day break in case of emergency. She got Haley's ring. She's got Haley's ring.
That's her insurance policy.
The next thing I have on my notes is I have Kat and Bill. Now, Kat ate Bill up.
She sure the hell did, and he didn't even listen to her. Well, you know what? I think that may have been a wake up call for him. Because if you notice, I forget which episode it was, but there was an episode where he was having flashbacks. Like, remember, he was flashing back to when Tomas was telling him that he couldn't find anything on Lynette. He flashed back to Kat reading him, and she gave it to him.
And let me say this. I do think that Bill is suspicious of stuff, but I think I'm just not sure where he is with it, because remember, he went to Joey.
Yeah.
And he asked Joey for so he's definitely suspicious. I'm just not sure if he's going left, like where. I'm not sure who he's trying to blame or who he's side-eyeing. That's the part I'm not sure about.
Yeah.
But for him to go to Joey and want some information, I definitely think he's definitely looking.
Yeah, he's coming
now,
around.
Where he going with it? Yeah. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, I think there's CC. I think Bill knows something's up. I don't think he has it all figured out. So he's going to Joey to get some information. And of course, Joey turned around and was like, baby, can we just jump to that? Baby, Joey called Haley down there and let Haley know. Let's be clear. My sound keeps going out. Is my sound, y'all in the chat? Let me know if my sound is going out, please.
I can hear you, but you do go in and out a little bit.
I've been going in. Oh, I don't. But you can still hear me. Or it's like going low and high and low and high.
It's kind of like you buffering.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Connected. Is my microphone connected? Yeah. My microphone is connected.
Because like it'll freeze for a little bit and then it'll come back.
Okay.
You know, like how your internet goes in and out? It's kind of like that.
Don't tell me that. Y'all know I switch internet providers. Don't tell me that. Okay, I'm going to go out and come back in because maybe it's just StreamYard. Let me go out and come back in.
All right, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying before she come back.
All right, let me know if y'all still hear it. Yeah, it could be. Right.
You good right now?
Okay, if y'all start hearing it again, let me know, because then I have to play around with some other stuff. Let me see. Let me look at audio. I have on the echo cancellation. Okay. All right. I'm more clear now. Okay.
Good now.
Okay. But yeah, I definitely feel like Bill is suspicious of something, but I'm just not sure what. So he goes to Joey, and I'm gonna just skip ahead a little bit. He goes to Joey, and Joey done already figured it out. Can we go on and tell I think Joey already got this thing figured out.
You think?
Absolutely. He may not know all of the details, but I think Joey knows that Lynette, Haley, and Randy all know each other and that they're running a con.
You think you think he's up to date on the con too, huh?
Not the con on Bill, but the whole robbery. He know that robbery is fake.
Okay. Yeah, the robbery.
I don't think he's necessarily put Haley, but then again, I think he might have, because he knows that Haley and Randy been messing around for a minute, and he assumes that they're having an affair. So I think he, like I said, I don't think he doesn't have all of the details, but I think he got the big picture. And the big picture is that Randy, Lynette, and Val all know each other and that they running a con. I definitely think he got that much. Now again, all of the little minutia of the details he ain't got. But again, that's enough.
It is. And I'm thinking he's putting two and two together that those two ain't having an affair, because when what really tripped me out about it ain't even Joey, it was Randy / Sammy. When Joey told him, like, Lynette, he's like, I don't know Lynette. He's like, well, why was you sucking her finger in the middle of Orphy Jeans? He's like, you knew about that? I was like, nigga, who don't know about that? Y'all in the middle of a public restaurant.
It's two restaurants. It's Orphy Jeans and Uptown. Of course he knew.
And
Hello.
it's public with a lot of fucking people there. Y'all are here's the thing. If they met at the alley, that would be different. Nobody's in the alley but Jacob and Smitty. But y'all are at Orphe Jeans, y'all are at Uptown, and y'all at the coffee shop, where there's a whole lot of fucking people, and then and everybody in Fairmont Crest goes to one of the three. And somebody, every time y'all go somewhere, people have saw you. Mona saw you sucking fingers of Lynette. Madison and Chelsea saw you.
Mona made a whole scene about it. Remember, she was cussing you out and everything. Mona made a whole scene about it.
Exactly. And Chelsea and Madison saw you and Val in the middle of fucking Uptown arguing. So of course somebody saw you. Like, who told you, boss? Anybody, nigga. The wall.
And again, it doesn't matter who told him. You need to be trying to figure out how to flip him and get him on your side. Because the thing about Joey is Joey will flip if it's something in it for him. Joey don't necessarily have to go back and tell. He don't owe Bill that. Him and Bill ain't friends, but you got to make it worth his while. You got to offer him something. So if you say, look, you're right. You're right. I do know, we running a con and I can cut you in. I'm not saying tell him the whole story, but be like, look, cut you in. What do you want?
Breaking out again.
Joey can be. What is going on with this sound? Okay, I hope it's not the internet, because like I said, but all right, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the sound. It might be StreamYard. It's nothing I can do about it.
It's fine.
Hold on.
When you come in, I can hear you.
Maybe I need to keep my camera off. I don't know. It might, like I said, I hope it's StreamYard and not my internet, because it says I got a full signal on my internet. Like I said, I just changed my internet about a week ago, so I really hope it's not my damn internet.
I hope it's not either. But
yeah, I know, and that's why I said it might be StreamYard, because I know sometimes StreamYard be acting up. So
it do. But here's my thing: when it comes to Joey, I don't think Randy has anything that he can offer to him. Me being honest, what can he offer to him? Because he even tried to offer him, like, if you need me to push up on somebody, I'm good for it, boss. I said, nigga, no, you not. Let's not forget the racist man that you didn't kill unalive. So you're not good for it, Randy. But hey, if you want to believe that, then
right. He told me something. I'm good for it. I'm like, no, you're not, sir. That's literally how you got in trouble to begin with, because you couldn't take out the racist man. Like, hello.
You ain't good for it, sir, but okay.
Right. But Joey, but Joey has definitely clocked it.
He has. I do believe he's clocked it.
And Cat is on your tail now.
That's even worse. I'd rather Joey be on my ass than Cat, because Cat gonna figure it out. And it ain't gonna take her long to figure it out either.
Mm-hmm.
Because like she said to Tomas, she was right about even Leslie.
She was right. And she ain't gonna let us forget it, child. She was right.
But again, like I said, when it comes to Randy, Val, I'm not even gonna put Lynette in this. It's Randy and Val that are the sloppy ones. Y'all are meeting in very public of places. Bill could come. The only place that y'all haven't met at is because they probably can't get in there, is the country club.
Right.
That's the only place y'all ain't met up at. Hell, she's in a y'all can't get a hotel room and let's say, hey, let's meet up at the hotel. Let's have a conversation here. But y'all do y'all stuff in public. So it was only, like I said earlier, it was only a matter of time before someone put two and two together with these people. Like, the math ain't really that. Like 2 + 2 definitely equals 4 with these people. Whereas you would want it to equal like 6, 7, or 8, but no, with them it actually equals 4.
6, 7.
Like with them, you wanted to equal.
I work with children.
Yep. Like you would want it to equal something else, but with them, it equals exactly what it's supposed to equal. The maths with them.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, if Randy feels like, that's why I say I don't know what he can offer to him, because sir, you're not. I know y'all gonna feel away when I say this, but it is what it is. He's not the enforcer that Jason Morgan is on General Hospital. Jason don't let loose ends slip through the crack,
And don't.
but Randy does.
And does. Randy is horrible. Like, he's not a good enforcer. He's just like, because remember in the beginning, we really thought Randy was like something to be afraid of, and he was menacing. Ain't nobody scared of you, Randy.
Not a soul. Don't strike fear in nobody's heart.
Right. You don't strike fear in anybody's heart, sir. Nobody's scared of you, sir.
But hey,
nobody's afraid of Randy. You are not the big bad wolf, okay?
At all. No, sir.
You are not afraid of the big bad wolf. But the walls are definitely, that's one thing we saw this week. The walls are definitely closing in on Haley, because once Kat got on it and Tomas is on your tail, and then she looped in Naomi, and again, I don't want to skip ahead, but since we're talking about it, let's just go ahead and talk about it. Naomi basically went up and threatened her, and Naomi threw back in her face, "Don't forget I know about the sonogram, hoe."
Exactly.
Don't forget I know you a whole liar.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm still pissed off when it comes to Naomi. Girl, you knew she was lying. Now, granted, I know I was one of the people who did believe the Health of Sob story. But once Naomi was able to poke holes in it, girl, why didn't you tell your daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you taking up for Haley, of all people, the woman that broke up your parents' marriage? I would take great pleasure in breaking up her marriage, even if it did hurt my daddy. I'd be like, well, turnabout's fair play, daddy. You did it to mama, so you got it back in return.
Yeah, because I know I wouldn't give a damn. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm supposed to care more about the marriage that was because he cheated on my mom. I'm supposed to care more about that marriage? I think not. Oh damn it. I think not.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I wouldn't give a damn either. I blow it. The thing is, I'm so excited for this Haley thing. I'm ready to see, because she's gonna, like, everybody now is coming for her, and I can't wait to just basically see her squirm, because so far she's been able to wiggle her way out of everything, but now that the walls are kind of caving in, it's gonna be like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Like, it's gonna be like, what are you gonna do? So I can't wait to see. I just cannot wait to see, because you, like I said, like we said earlier, she thought she was getting Tomas away, but now instead of getting Tomas away, you've added more eyes onto you. You got Tomas, you got Kat, you got Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
If Chelsea was bright, if Chelsea was the right person, not to say Chelsea, but Chelsea ain't bright.
Well, Chelsea ain't that bright. Chelsea
exactly.
not. But even you saw with Chelsea threw like once.
Mm-hmm.
Once Chelsea threw a little shade at her at Easter.
She did, but it's still Chelsea.
It is still Chelsea, child. That's so sad.
We
don't have no faith in Chelsea. Poor thing. Poor thing. We don't have no faith in Chelsea, child.
Lord, you're right, Xavier. Ashley does still know that she didn't, like, Ashley knows that she was never pregnant.
That's right. Oh, I forgot about Ashley. Ooh, Ashley.
But Ashley ain't good for shit either.
Ashley about to be dead. No. No. Did you peep? Okay, so I put that in my notes. It's Friday, but we might as well go ahead and listen. You know, I don't care about going in order.
Oh shit.
Ashley is peeping. Ashley is peeping what's going on with the chief and with Grayson. Like, she don't have, again, she ain't got her finger on it, but she knows it's something going on. Right. And Ashley don't know how to be quiet. So I could see Ashley like saying something and being like, you know, I saw you talking to the chief. What was that about? Like, and the chief is going to eliminate her now. Do I think they're going to kill her character off? I'm not saying that, but I could see her being in trouble. I could see them having to go find her.
Here's my thing with Ashley and Leah. Remember last week we talked about this and we said that Ashley said Leah was nice before. Well, she's a bitch now. I wouldn't fuck with her. Like, it's something, and like, if somebody can flip like that from a nice person to a complete bitch, no, it's something wrong with you, ho, and I'm gonna still clear you because every time she and I know that it's supposedly business that she's upset with Ashley about coming in between Grayson and that, but it gives a little bit more than that, sis. It gives you want to take a little ride on his his sausage stick as well.
Oh,
He's
oh,
in the way. I
oh,
mean,
not the sausage stick. Oh my. Oh.
yeah, that's what it's just giving to me with Leah.
Mm. Oh. Oh my.
Because we don't see her be a bitch to Ashley. Because she has she interacted with Chenise?
I don't think we've seen her with Chenise, but she gave Chenise a compliment. She likes
Exactly.
Chenise.
But it's Ashley. Now she was rude to but that was because he was rude to her, Carlton.
Yeah, but the reason why she got an issue with Ashley is because of how close Ashley is to Grayson.
Yeah, that's why I said she want him too.
You think she want him? Ooh. They said now you're echoing JB.
How am I
Yeah, it
echoing?
must be StreamYard then,
It
y'all. It
gotta
must
be
be
because I don't have nothing on. Yeah, it's gotta be streamer, y'all. Because I don't have no phones on over here.
Yeah, it must be StreamYard, y'all. I'm sorry. All I can say is bear with us because it ain't us.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Lord, this chair. Whew. Okay.
Not chewing that chair.
Okay. Some people saying they don't hear echo. Okay, so some of y'all, it might be y'all, like it may be y'all stuff because now they saying they don't hear echo. So that must be you, Kevin, baby.
Yeah, because I don't have nothing on over here, so I don't know where Nicole will come from with me.
Okay. So next on my list, I have Kat and Tomas. The other thing with Tomas, we saw Tomas going on job interviews. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I know we still ain't crazy about Tomas, and I know we still ain't crazy about like his acting and stuff like that. But baby, when I tell you I was here for Tomas said, listen, I ain't about to do this with y'all. I done got my little title, a junior partner, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna move it somewhere else, and I'm gonna parlay into a different position. Like I got what I needed out of Bill. I got what I wanted out of Bill, and I wasn't mad at Tomas. Tomas was like,
I want either. Now, y'all gonna come at me, and I know it, and I'm okay with it. Y'all, I didn't like him the way he came at Cat when Cat was like, because he was talking about buying in, because when with full name partners, they do have to buy into the firm to get,
right.
right?
I've seen that before, yeah.
And he was like, he don't have the money. And she's like, okay, that's not a problem. How about getting it? And I know most men wouldn't do this because of an ego thing, right? But if I have somebody that's rich and they like, I want to invest in you, it's literally an investment in you. I wouldn't have a problem with it. Me personally, and that's just JB. I wouldn't have a problem with it. But here's it, like the thing about me, I don't ask people to do stuff for me, but I'm not gonna like if someone wants to help me, I'm not gonna say no, don't help me. If I need the help, this shit, I'm gonna take the help. Y'all, I know some of y'all don't believe in women don't pay for me. I know that. But that's just how some of y'all operate. I'm not saying that y'all know how I am. I don't say women should pay for men, but I'm just saying if she offers, depending on how much, I mean, shit. Because he said he would be in the hole. I would rather somebody put an investment in me instead of me being in the hole. Because how am I gonna pay my fucking bills? I'm just asking the question.
I respect the fact that Tomas was like no. I even like the explanation. He said, listen, y'all call Haley a gold digger every chance y'all get. What do you think your family would think of me if they found out you gave me money?
It's different with him and Haley. I feel they knew who Haley was. Haley was an opportunist. Haley came in to break up the family. Well, maybe not intentionally, or maybe actually no, intentionally, but they don't know that. But Haley worked for Bill, had an affair with Bill. So yeah, I would call her a gold digger. But Tomas was already working for Bill. Now they may look at it sideways and be like, "Oh, you were using Cat to get to where you wanted to get." I can see that. I can see that point of view, but I wouldn't necessarily call him a gold digger. I would call him like C. Golden says, maybe a social climber, but a gold digger. I don't know. But I got his point of view. I did.
Yeah, I did. And I also like how he got her together. Well, and he did it in a nice way, but he was like, you're not helping. Like, I appreciate you riding for me, But you going to bill on my behalf, that is not helping my situation at all.
Right.
You know,
I'll give you guys a good situation. It might not be the best situation, but y'all remember, like with Kevin Hart and his ex-wife Tori Hart, she was there for him when he was broke. Like I think she helped him when he didn't have the money. Now I just say and a good example, because look at what he's done. Look at what he did when he got big, left her, and got with his rib. So,
well, let's be clear. Kevin Hart, I mean, because he said that's his rib, but hell, he cheated on her too. So, I mean,
I ain't saying it was the best situation, but there are instances where women do be there with their men, support their men, and I hate that it happens. They be there with their men, support the men, ride with the men when they ain't got shit. But the minute that nigga gets the money, that nigga wants to try to find another woman.
Well, we know.
Now, like I said, it ain't the best situation, but
yep. Not the jokes were better when Tori was writing them. Well,
I absolutely agree. Because they don't find him funny at all.
Well. Move right along. Next on my list, I have and here's a storyline that I don't care about either. Vanessa and Joey, I don't care about. I don't care.
So I cared about it this week for only one particular reason, and one reason only. Deanna.
So that's next is Vanessa. So Vanessa was talking to Joey about her relationship with Deanna, and then she gets the son to set her up to meet up with Deanna. Now, this is what I'm gonna say. So Vanessa, Deanna, and the son, whatever the boy name is, they met up. Huh?
Donnell. I think what his name was.
Yeah, Donnell, that's his name. They linked up. Now, Vanessa told her version of the story. This is what I'm going to say, because people keep saying Vanessa lied. This is what Vanessa lied about. Vanessa lied and said that so it's true that she didn't start sleeping with Joey until after Doug, because remember, that's how she linked up with Joey, because Joey was blackmailing Doug into using Vanessa's business to wash the money.
Correct.
However, Vanessa was cheating on Doug before that. It just wasn't with Joey. So technically, she didn't lie about I wasn't with Joey until after, your dad and his issues and all of that. That part is true. But she was already sleeping around. That's how we met Vanessa. Hell, we saw Vanessa with Diego the first damn week of the show.
Thought the heifer was single.
Right. We didn't even know she had a whole husband and shit.
I thought that heifer was single when we first met her.
Okay. So technically, she didn't lie about the Joey timeline, but she definitely lied and made it seem like before that she was just this doting wife that was trying to figure life out after the kids went to school and she had empty nests and she dug into her work. Girl, you dug into Diego.
And any other time, Dick and Harry.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. No, Deanna asked Vanessa if Vanessa slept with Joey before or after Doug died. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a lie. That's a whole lie. I thought it was about whether it was before or after they were having problems. Okay, no, that's a whole lie. And that's why I don't feel no kind of way about Vanessa and this whole thing with Deanna, because Deanna not wrong. Now, she may be lashing out and acting out, but she ain't wrong.
She's not. Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with how Deanna addresses her mama, because she has the right to have her feelings, because it is weird, because again, Doug ain't been gone but 6 months at this point,
right?
And he moved on to someone else, so it is weird, because it does look like his kids are grieving, but his wife don't feel shit. You don't move on with another man. The reason why I say I do care about this storyline is because I don't know when we're gonna get it, when the house of cards is gonna crumble on Joey. But that's why I'm so invested in this storyline, because because Vanessa's talking about how well she, Joey is this and Joey is that. I'm like, girl, wait till you find out that Joey is the reason that your husband is, quote unquote, unalived.
And I'm not convinced. I'm still not convinced that Doug is dead.
Me either.
Now, do I think that the writers are pressed to bring him back right now? No. I don't think that's at the forefront of the storyline. But again, we never got a body. He was burned, so that leaves the door open for them to bring him back looking like somebody different. Oh, you know, he was burnt in the accident and he had to have all this reconstructive surgery and da-da-da-da-da. So I'm not convinced that Doug is actually no longer with us. But yeah, no, y'all are right. Y'all are right. If she asked about what before after he died, then no, you're right. She lied. She absolutely lied.
The other thing is, I love the fact that Deanna just don't give a damn. She just tell her mama how she feels. I'm like, damn, you really telling your mama how you feel? I'm glad your mama is white and not black, because if your mama was black and you was talking to her the way you talking to her, you wouldn't have no teeth in your fucking mouth. That woman would have, just backhanded you because you did. Because I mean, let's be real, she is disrespectful as hell, but she's not wrong. But she's very disrespectful.
The other thing, I mean, we can wait because that's later on. We're not too far from it, but let's go ahead and I'll stay in order of my notes because that blind date, I got a lot to say about this blind date situation. I mean, double date. Ted and Chenise, honestly, it's just growing pains of their relationship. Chenise likes Ted, but there's a part of her that's still not sure, which is realistic. But like Chenise said, I have to do better, and I can't put everything off on you, my own insecurities. But she's not wrong for questioning, like, look, you cheated on your wife that you swore you married, you loved. Like, who's to say that you won't just, go back there, whatever you feel like it,
So let me ask a question, because when I was watching this, I was kind of half asleep. Did Ted say that he loved her? For her to question, did you say you love me? Did he say anything about loving her?
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm. Oh. He didn't say I love you like that. He said, he was like, that's what I love. He's like, that's why I love you. Da 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 da. She was like, whoa, you said what? Yeah.
Oh,
he didn't say it.
So it was more so like, hey, that's what I love about you.
Yeah.
Okay, not I love you per se.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was professing his love like not like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was saying. I think he said that's why I love you, da 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 da, because you always da. Like, it wasn't like that. Yeah, no, it wasn't like I love you so much. No, it wasn't like that.
Okay, so that's why I was like confused because I was watching that episode, but it was at the end of the episode, and I was trying to get to the next one. I was like, Chenise, I was like, I didn't hear him say I love you, but I was like, maybe Chenise heard something that I didn't hear. But okay, thank y'all.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't. Like, I had to, like, when they played it, when they came back from commercial, they played it again, and I was like, girl, I wouldn't, like, if I was Chenise, I wouldn't even, that thing would have went right on over my head. I wouldn't even.
But I think it just shows that Chenise is kind of getting.
I would have to see that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of showing that Chenise is kind of probably getting a little bit deeper with Ted, but like you said, she's been cheated on by previous partners. So I think Chenise is just apprehensive and kind of leery, especially with Ted's past of him cheating on Nicole. And she was like, Nicole is a country club girl. I'm a Turk. What did she say? A turkey something girl. I get where she's coming from, but I hate the fact that Chenise kind of, was kind of talking down on herself to big up Nicole. It's like, no, there's no comparison when it comes to you two. I know Nicole is a doctor, but you're a nurse, and y'all do come from different worlds, but you're still you still have good attributes just like her. And she brought up valid points. It's like, if you can cheat on the woman that you profess to love so much, what makes me think that you wouldn't do it to me?
Exactly. And that's a fair question. Turkey hut girl, right? And that's a fair question. And those are the types of questions you have to ask yourself when you date somebody that cheated. And I mean, a lot of people cheated in past relationships, but those are questions, especially you knew you had a front row seat to what happened. Like, it's a fair question. It's a fair question. But I like that they're mature. I like that they were able to come back, have the conversation, say what needs to be said. Like, I don't know. Again, I like the way, and like she said, look, this sort of came out of nowhere. Like, which was fair. It did. Like, they knew each other and it just sort of came out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Right. So I wasn't upset with it. I like the conversation, but I was just confused about the whole love part. I was like, did I not hear something? But I mean, because I mean, I think we're all guilty of saying that's what I love about somebody. And sometimes people can't. If a person, like I said, that's why I say I think Chenise may be deeper in than we probably even realized.
Oh, I think she's definitely deeper than she wants to be.
And that's why my whole thing
Definitely
is,
deeper than she wants to be.
and I know you weren't sold on Ted and Chenise in the beginning, but I was. But I think once you got on board, we all have this. I think even people in the chat, I think we all have the same stance. Because even she said one of her exes cheated on her with one of his exes, and I was like, oh God, I was like, is that kind of like, writing on the wall, deja vu? Because I'm wondering at some point will Ted and Nicole find their way back to each other?
I used to think yes. I don't know. I'm less and less inclined to see it happen. At first, I was like, "Oh, they're gonna get back together. They're gonna get back together," but I don't know. I think Danny and Ted will get back together before the two of them will.
Please don't say that. You know how I feel about that one.
I mean, I know how you feel about it, but I'm just saying.
You know how I feel about Danny and Ted. I'm not Danny and Bill. Oh God, not here for it.
Sorry.
I will fly to Atlanta personally. I will make a picket sign, find a studio, and I will protest in front of the studio saying no more.
In front of the studio.
Yes, I will protest that shit. They will.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want them back together, but I definitely can see them getting back together before Ted and Nicole at this point. Next I have, we already talked about this, so we can keep going unless it's something you want to add to it. Joey and Bill, when Bill went to Joey to get information on Lynette. I mean, you got something else to add to it?
Nothing more to add, but like I get where you're coming from, where you say that you feel like maybe Bill is putting pieces together, and I do agree. I think he is putting pieces together, but them pieces still oblong as fuck, and they don't fit. Like that's my thing. I don't think the pieces like fit. I think he's trying to I think he sees something, but like somebody said earlier in the chat, I think you said it. We agree with this. I think Bill is one of those people who don't want to be wrong about decisions he's made, and so instead of him owning up to it and being like, "Yeah, maybe I made a mistake," that he will ignore. I think Bill will ignore shit instead of just saying I was wrong. Danny was, and I honestly don't think Bill wants to give Danny credit for saying you were right about Haley. Everything that you said about Haley was right. And I think that's where Bill is. What does it say when it comes to when it comes out that Kyle's? Oh, please, y'all, no, one of them racist boys.
Right. I was like, that's an interesting theory.
That is very interesting. I hope they don't even do that. But I mean, that would be interesting to see.
Right. All right. Next, I have Eva going to visit Joey. It wasn't a major storyline, but here's what I see. And I know y'all hate when I do this. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry. I see Eva going down the road of shit. Now I can't get her name out. It was just on the tip of my tongue. General Hospital. Carly.
Oh, Carly.
Because everybody is starting to come around. It's almost like Carly is almost like respected at this point. Because people, that's sort of turned a long time ago, but it's almost like people are kind of like, and I can see Eva and Joey becoming cool. Like, I could see Eva hanging out with Joey. I could see them becoming cool because Joey really respected what she did. And even when she was like, you play hard, but I know you really a softie. Like, I see you. I got your number. And Joey likes that.
Yeah.
And I think I can see Eva and Joey building, not a romance. I'm not saying that. But I can see them becoming real cool.
Yeah.
Because I think he really respects her.
I can't see her as a Carly type, and the reason why I say that is because we knew who Carly was. We know who Carly is. Carly don't back down. Carly don't back down. Right, wrong, or indifferent, she stands in whatever Carly wants to do. That's not Eva. Because how the things that like Leslie does, if Carly agreed with it, she would agree with it. But when she don't agree with it, like she don't agree. Because I mean, like and again, I know y'all hate when we do this, but whatever. Y'all know how she is when it comes to Jason. Whenever Jason tells her even don't do something, what is Carly? And what if Carly
she do whatever she want to do, child.
Exactly. Carly's gonna do whatever she wants to do. That's not Eva. Eva, I think the thing with Eva is Eva, and I'm growing, and I will say I'm actually growing on Eva a little bit more than what I previously was. The thing with Eva is just her mom. It's just mama that just bothers me. It's like you know who she is, and I'm not saying throw your mama away. That's not what I'm saying. But stand on something. Stand on something is my whole thing. But I am going on Eva, and
I agree.
I'm going on Eva. I do like Eva slightly. She's not as bad as she was when we first met her, you know, because I think she was just manipulated by the lies of her crazy ass mama. But I can see, I can kind of see what your point is about her being Carly adjacent with people liking and growing on her. I can see that because everybody else in the town except for her half sister has grown on her. Everybody but her half sister, and I don't think that'll ever happen. If it does happen, it'll be years and years down the line. But it ain't gonna be no time soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she's at that point now, but I'm saying I remember when Carly first came to town. Like I remember how everybody hated her. She couldn't go anywhere, and eventually, over time, I'm not saying right now. I know a lot of people that don't F with Eva, but honestly, there are more people that are willing to give Eva a shot than there are not.
Yeah. Xavier, I get what you're saying about when it comes to Elizabeth and Jason, but I hate Elizabeth, so I really couldn't care less.
I love Elizabeth. I love Elizabeth.
I hate Elizabeth. Hated Elizabeth since the moment I laid eyes on her little mousy ass. I hate Elizabeth Weber. Hate her with a passion. So anything that happens to Elizabeth, I don't give a damn. But hey, that's just me. When it comes to Elizabeth, I can't stand that little helper.
I agree. Well, I ain't agreed about Elizabeth because I love Elizabeth.
Xavier say Elizabeth is trash, but has nothing to do with Carly. If anybody has anything to do with Jason, they have something to do with Carly. I'm sorry, because you know how she is about her best friend Jason. She's overprotective. But hey, but yeah, I mean Eva was hated, and she was hated in the beginning. And like I said, I'm growing on Eva a little bit. I'm not saying, again, I want y'all to hear me when I say this. I'm not saying for her to distance herself completely from Leslie, but like we always say about Candy on Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's okay to call out your mama when your mama is wrong. Don't be oblivious to it. And that be my thing when it comes to Eva. It's like, you know who your mama is. Like even when somebody says something to her, what has mama done now? Like know your mama ain't shit, and then you run to your daddy to ask him to do something. Like with the whole Isaiah thing, you ran to your dad about your mama trying to get y'all to get married off. What is Ted supposed to do?
I don't know. Y'all know how. Listen, y'all know I don't hate Kat as much as y'all do. So I don't hate Kat as much as y'all do. I understand. I respect the people that don't like her. I just don't hate her as much as y'all do.
Kevin, it's not that I dislike Eva. I like I said, I'm coming around to her, but so let me say this again. When it comes to Eva, it's really just Leslie. I don't know what she can do with Leslie. It's really just Leslie. And we know Leslie's going to do whatever the hell Leslie wants to do. So I don't know what she can do, but that's really where my problem comes in with Eva. It's Leslie. It's Leslie. That's it. And y'all know I love Leslie, but it's still the issue with Eva comes in when it comes to Leslie. It's like almost like I kind of want her to reel Leslie in, but I know she can't reel Leslie in, if that makes sense.
Well, she definitely can't reel Leslie in. Like, she can't.
Like, I just want her to reel. It's like I want her to reel her mama in, but I know she cannot do it because Leslie's gonna do whatever the hell she wants to do. And I think that's my hang up when it comes to Eva. Other than that, I think I like Eva because I even like her with Isaiah, and I think that I think that they're a cute couple. I even like seeing her with Ted. But the problem when it comes to Ted is with Ted, I want him to spend more time with his other kids as well. And somebody did leave it in my comments that Ted and Martin and Tyrell did go to a basketball game, and they did mention it in the episode. I forgot about it. But shit, that was the one time we've heard about that. Mama.
I hate it.
Like, I just don't want her to denounce her mama, but I just want her to just reel that lady in, like, do something. Like, girl, commit your mama to a psychiatric hospital.
Oh, Lord. I'm looking at something else. Let me put my phone down. Y'all know how easily distracted I get. Child, I don't know why these people go on reality shows. I'll tell y'all at the end. Just to be exposed. Like, if you know, the internet is fucking undefeated. I'll tell y'all at the end. Let's finish Beyond the Gates. I'll tell y'all what I'm talking about at the end.
Okay.
Why doesn't Eva get money from that trust? She's the grandchild. Because that's not how it's written.
It's not hers. It's her mama's.
It's her mother's. Like, it wasn't written like that. Now, if Anita had written it that it would go to any offspring, like, it would have to specifically say grandchildren. Like, it doesn't automatically. That's like if I have a will and I leave something to my kids, it doesn't automatically go to my grandkids. It goes to my kids if they're still alive. The only way it would go to my grandkids is if their parents are no longer here.
Yeah.
So that's how it's written. All right, next so next we have Nicole. I have Nicole and the double date, and then I have the fight with Colton. So, and then I wrote Joey is an ass. So let me say, that's literally in my notes. Joey's an ass. Listen, I'm mad at Joey, but I'm really not mad at Joey because Joey told Vanessa he didn't want to do that shit.
He did.
However, if you agreed to do it, then you should have been fair about it.
I agree.
Now, I understand you having an issue with plastic surgeons because the way your mom died, and maybe you blame them for what happened with your mom. That I can understand that. However,
that one Carlton.
It wasn't everybody, right? It wasn't everybody. But it was a whole fiasco. But I honestly think, in my mind, I feel like Joey. Okay, so here's why I'm not mad at Joey, even though I think Joey was being an ass. But here's where I'm not mad at Joey. Joey, in my opinion, feels like Vanessa is trying to change him and make him more quote unquote acceptable to her friends. And what Joey keeps trying to get her to understand is, not only am I not acceptable, I don't really give a fuck about being acceptable. I don't want to be acceptable. I like who I am. I like the way I live my life. I like who I choose to engage with. And I don't want to be a part of your country club. I don't want that. And that's what he was trying to tell her when she forced him to out their relationship to begin with. He was like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because once it's out there, you can't bring it back in, and I'm never going to be accepted. And he told her then, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be a part of the country club. I don't want you to clean me up and make me present. Because she even said that when they were back at the casino arguing, and she was like, well, I want them to see the other side. I want them to see the basically the cleaned up version, right? The legit version. And he was like, but I already told you I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Joey be minding his own dirty business. Right. So I really think he did it on purpose so it would fall apart, because he was like, I don't want to be friends with these people. Like, they're your friends, and I respect that they're your friends, but I don't want to be friends with them.
I agree. But I've been saying that about Vanessa. it's not about cleaning. It's about cleaning up Joey's image, but it's about cleaning up Joey's image for her because she can't. I think it's fun and cool. I think it's fun and something to do to be with a bad guy like Joey, but to bring him around the people that she loves and she respects and cherish, that ain't gonna fly with them. And she knows that they're gonna look at him and be like, "Girl, what the fuck?" Which everybody has pretty much done that. Look at her like, "Girl, why are you with Joey of all people? You know his reputation." So she feels that if she can bring him around her best friend, her kids, and everybody will accept him the way she's accepted him, but she really hasn't accepted him. Like I said, she
She
hasn't
hasn't.
accepted.
She
She hasn't
hasn't.
accepted. It's just she likes the thrill, and I think that's what it is with Vanessa. Vanessa's a thrill seeker because think about it. She was having sex with Diego in broom closets and shit in a country club, and then you go and sleep with Joey, who is a gangster. So it's a thrill for Vanessa. And like I said, you haven't accepted who Joey is. Because if you did, you wouldn't care how like she was trying to pretend like she doesn't care how her kids feel because her kids are grown. No, you care about how your kids feel about this. That's why you've been so Deanna this and Deanna that. You care about what Deanna thinks, you care about what Donnell thinks, you care about what Nicole, um, uh, who else? Danny, you care what everybody thinks about him because you try to tell him, oh, that's not who Joey is. There's more layers to Joey than just that. No, girl, it may be more layers to him, but at the core of him, that is who the fuck Joey is. And I think Joey blew that table up for just to show her, girl, the person that you are with is who I am. And if they can't accept it, then I don't give a damn. Fuck them. To hell with them. And that's what she got. And that's
Right.
why.
And now you mad that everybody is judging you. Because she even said that people are judging her and looking at her. And he told you that, though. He told you that's what was going to happen. And he was like, are you sure this is what you want? Because he told you what was going to happen.
Exactly. And so I don't feel nothing for Vanessa. That's why I say I can't wait until, again, I know we don't believe that Doug is dead, but I can't wait until she finds out that Joey was behind that. That's what I want to see her
Oh,
find out
baby,
that.
she is going to be on the floor inconsolable. I mean, she is going to be laid out, baby. Rolling around on the floor, honey.
Like that's what I'm waiting for her to find out that he was behind it. Not even that the fact that, Doug may even be dead. I want her to find out who was behind it, who put, like, again, girl, he was at the casino. I mean, and if Vanessa was smart, she would really think about it because it ain't like Doug never changed his mind. Remember, the reason that Doug is not here with us is because he threatened to go to the police on Joey. He told Vanessa that. She knew that. That's why she asked Joey when they were on that trip, like, did you have something to do with this?
She has asked Joey more than once, which makes me think that in the back of your mind, you believe that he did. Because she's asked him more than one time.
Mm-hmm. So I can't wait for the eggs to be, just be
right,
splattered
DB. She knows she just don't want to exactly. See, me and DB on the same page. She just don't want to accept it. She knows. She know that man did it.
That's why I say, is the sex that good with Joey that she's willing to?
Thinking about the time having sex is just.
And even Donnell has some suspicions about his own mama after his sister calls it out. It's like your sister been calling it. Like when we first met her, she asked her, "How long have you been screwing Joey Armstrong?"
And Miss Kyra speaks. I don't think so. I think Donnell wanted to, but I think Donnell, because you saw the conversation he had with Kat later on in the week, where he's kind of questioning. He wants to believe his mom, but he's kind of questioning what his mom said too.
Yeah.
So I think she wants to believe it. Now, after and somebody said that he had Nicole spooked when he brought up dead bodies and politicians. Yeah, that was definitely a dig that he was throwing to remind her, I got your number. Don't play with me. Like, don't play with me. I got your number. Right. I feel like when they went back to the house, Colton, this is where you messed up, and this is where Kyle has slid right on in. Kyle is accepting Nicole just the way she is because he doesn't have anything to compare it to. You want Nicole to be the woman you fell in love with when she was married to your best friend. You want her to be Dr. Nicole, always buttoned up, always not a hair out of place, you conservative, always making the right decisions, always thinking about everybody else. That's who you want. And you said that. Nicole didn't misunderstand you. Nicole didn't take your words wrong. You meant exactly what you said is what you meant. That's what you want her. And that is not who she is right now. Now, maybe, and something that Ted said, and this is another reason why I don't think they're going to put them back together, definitely no time soon, because Ted said, I see her now and I realize just how much she was stifling who she really was to be in our relationship. And he respects that. Hey, she's she's stepping out, she's being who she is, she's allowing herself to feel things and explore other things. And he's like, look, I'm okay with that. But he is not feeling it. Colton is not happy at all. And he basically told Nicole, that. And baby Nicole, go ahead. I'm gonna shut up.
So I know I'm in the minority when it comes to this. I know I'm in the minority because I saw on one of the blogs, on one of the groups that I follow, somebody posted a picture of Nicole in the outfit that she wore to the dinner.
Oh, baby, that thing is sexy. I loved it. Baby,
okay, so
Nicole looked good.
Okay, so we're on the same page. There were so many people who were against how she was dressed. I'm like, oh, this is not the Nicole that we met. Like, this is a different Nicole. I don't like this Nicole.
Exactly. That's the whole point. And that's what Ted was saying. She is not the same person, but not because I think she's trying to be somebody different. I think she is just being who she has. Y'all don't remember that conversation she had with Danny? I think when Danny found out she had the BRCA gene, and remember they were laying in the bed talking, and she kind of said it then. She said, I have always done what was expected of me. So I have always been the reliable one, the predictable one. And I was jealous of you because you didn't give a damn what other people thought. You did what you wanted to do, and you lived life by your own rules. And I always was jealous of that. That's all we're seeing is a woman who feels like she has spent her whole life doing what everybody else wanted her to do. And now she has the freedom. She's got the money. She's got the opportunity to do whatever the fuck she wants to do. And I think I ain't got no problem with it. And I thought that outfit was sexy as fuck.
I loved it. She looked good. But people were calling her cheap, almost trying to call her a slut.
Whatever. That outfit was bad. But and y'all know I always think Nicole's hair is always fire.
Yeah, so people were like basically calling her cheap, tawdry because of the outfit. I was like, are you serious? I'm like, she looks good, but like you said, we have to remember, like you said a few minutes ago, Nicole is the oldest of she and Danny. So I feel like with that, she lived up to the expectations of Vernon and Anita, who are, Anita is an EGOT. Her father is a senator. It's kind of like with PKs. They try to live up to the certain image of, living an image of their parents. But then once they get older and realize I never really fully lived my life for myself, then they start exploring and learning, I like this, I like that, I like this, and they try new things out to see who is the real them. And that's where Nicole is. She's experimenting. And I was really tripping out about people upset about that outfit. I'm like, she looked good.
Now, if she showed up for work like that, and that's how she went to work, I would be like, all right, Nicole, you're doing too much. But she literally changed her clothes for dinner.
Yeah. And I
find it funny because she didn't show any more cleavage than what Vanessa had on. Nobody had a problem with Vanessa's outfit.
And that's why I figured, that's why I thought I was looking at it. And I'm like, I was like, more so people, I think y'all are looking at the fact that she's showing cleavage, and y'all we're so used to Nicole being buttoned up that y'all just have an issue seeing her with a little cleat.
Right. Like, yeah, she can be that, I guess me, because I feel like I get that as a teacher. People be like, oh my gosh, like when I'm on my own time, I can say what I want to say, dress how I want to dress, drink what I want to drink. And I feel the same way. Like, again, that's not how she went to work. That is what she changed into to go out to dinner with her friends, on a date with somebody she's dating. Who doesn't want to be sexy for their man? Like, I don't get it. Like, and I know, I mean, people, but that's the whole point of what. That's actually great, because that's the whole point. Carlton wants her to still, the same way these people are like, she's changed. Yes, and people are allowed to change. Like Isaiah said, she found out her son was a murderer and her husband was a cheater. She's allowed to change. She's allowed to process that.
Exactly. I thought she looked
Somebody said that she instigates a fight. I don't think she instigated that fight, because if I were her, I'd have been offended by what Carlton said too. I don't think she instigated that fight.
Yeah, I don't think she did either. I thought she was well within her right, because he knew what he was saying. Because if y'all listen to what he said when he left out, he said, "My words may have been a flub, but remember, I love every part of you. I love every version of you." He had to try to clean it up because he knew he fucked up.
Right. And again, he kept saying, I love every version of you. But then when we saw him have a conversation, we saw him turn around and have a conversation with Ted later on. He said the same thing to Ted. So no, you meant what you said. You tried to clean it up because of the reaction that you got. You meant what you said. You don't like this new Nicole. You like the old Nicole. You like, and Ted even said it. Yeah, you like the Nicole that you, and he kind of threw a dig in there. He was like, yeah, you like the Nicole, the one you've been wanting all this time. That's the Nicole you want, but that ain't who she is. And it's okay. Like, I would have been offended because what he said basically was, you're acting out. Maybe because he even said something like, he was comparing her to Vanessa. Well, you're acting out. You're going through, basically he was like reducing what you're going through a phase, and it's time for you to come out of that now. It's time for you to get back to the old Nicole. No, and she was like, what you mean? Like, what the fuck you saying? I don't think she instigated that fight. I think he fucked up. I think he fucked up.
And he knew it. That's the worst part about it. He knew it. Because because he said, again, you can have the best intent in the world with how you say, with what you say to people, but it's how you say it to someone.
Wait a minute.
What you say.
Auntie Kim said that on the blogs, they were saying she was nasty for changing at work. I'm sorry, what? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, and when I say y'all, I ain't talking to the people in this chat. I'm talking to the people who feel this way. Again, I'm a teacher. When I worked in DC, for those who know DC, I worked in Southwest DC before they rebuilt the waterfront. Before they rebuilt the wharf, there was a place called Phillips, which was a seafood restaurant, and there were like 2 clubs down on the waterfront. I cannot tell you the number of times that me and my coworkers went to the club. We would go to eat, and then we would go over to the club. We would leave our cars parked in the parking lot. I cannot tell you the number of times that we took a change of clothes to work, and we changed out of our work clothes and walked our happy asses across the street in our club clothes to go hang out at the club. We did it all the time. You know why? Because we were grown. And it was after work hours. So I was supposed to drive all the way home to change my clothes, to drive all the way back to I literally could see the club from my classroom window. I was supposed to go home and change. That's crazy.
I've done that plenty of times where I took a bag to work with me because I knew I was going out after. And because one of my jobs used to have a gym. Actually, every job I had pretty much had a gym. I went to the gym, took a shower at the gym, and then put on my clothes that I was going out in, because I'm like, I'm not going back home.
Yeah, like we would go. It was places to eat. We would go over there. We would eat, or we would. Zanzibar had a restaurant. We would go to the restaurant, and then as it was like transitioning into the club, then we would literally just be there. Like, but it would be funny because my principal. It got to the point where my principal would be like, y'all going across the street after work? Like, because we usually did it on payday, so he knew when we was going. And we were like, yeah, because if I think back then school let out at 3:10, 3:15. So we would kind of hang around for about an hour, just kind of talking and laughing and joking. We would all change. We would go in the bathroom, the teacher's lounge, change our clothes. Hell, a couple of times I changed in my classroom. I mean, I locked my door and I wasn't in front of the window. I changed in my classroom. And we went on, left our car parked. So we had to look for no parking, walked right on across the street. It's like, I think sometimes people put, and the same ones that are talking about that are the same ones that have probably done it. But we put people on these pedestals, like certain jobs is acceptable, but other jobs, y'all ain't supposed to do that. Oh, well, if I work at the call center, and there's no disrespect to anybody at the call center, but if I work at a call center, it's cool for me to do all that stuff because I'm not around kids and I don't have to, but I'm not around the kids after work hours.
They're fucking kids.
I feel that way sometimes about them kids. I feel that way sometimes. Right? People are just judgmental for no reason, and I feel like those same people, even though this is a TV show, those are the same people that judge teachers and she's a doctor, she shouldn't do that, but she's still a woman. She's still a woman who had. Listen, this woman's whole life has shattered in 12 months. Two of the most important men in her life have disappointed. Well, 3 have disappointed her. First, we had Bill, who broke her sister's heart. Then she thought she had the perfect marriage. Nope. Found out that wasn't the case. Broke her heart. Then she found out her son, like you said, was a fucking murderer. Even though it was self-defense, but that doesn't change what happened. So, and they didn't tell her about it. Found out that everybody knew but them. So the reality of the situation is, again, I know it's just a TV show, but I feel like this is a reflection of how we do people in real life. We do so much, we spend so much time judging people that we don't take in what people really are dealing with and why they do the things they do. I think Nicole is stepping into the person she's kind of been too scared to be. And even if it only lasts for a year, even if this is who she permanently is, so what? I don't think, again, like I said, I don't think that what Nicole had on was any more revealing than what Vanessa had on. We just used to Vanessa dressing like that.
Exactly. Because we done saw Vanessa's cleavage so many damn times.
Right. And she's a whole real estate agent that deals with clients, but ain't nobody said nothing about that.
And her dresses be short as hell.
Yeah. Vanessa be always on one. But anyway, child, neither here nor there. I know let me get off my soapbox, child. Let me get off my soapbox. Okay, so hold on. But that's what. Okay, so hold on. Let me flip my notes. Listen. I told y'all I had a lot of notes there. I got a whole nother page of notes. But some of this stuff we probably already talked about. See, Kat, Naomi, and Lynette. I think we already talked about how Kat sort of looped Naomi in, and then Naomi went to Haley and was like, "Why you messing with Tomas? Don't forget, I still got that sonogram. Or I still know you lied about that sonogram."
Yeah.
Anything more about anything you want to add to that?
I see a comment I want to talk about. They say real estate agents are hoes.
They said what?
Cheap says, well, Vanessa is stepping into the stereotype that real estate agents are hoes. What stereotype is that? Because
I never heard that stereotype.
Me, because my boo is in real estate, and the furthest thing from a hoe.
Yeah, I've never even heard that. I've never even heard that stereotype.
I've never either.
Okay.
That's
some new shit for me. I ain't never heard that before.
Exactly. Tell me, because
right. Tell us. I ain't never heard that. I honestly have never heard that as a stereotype.
Because I am, I got a thing for real estate. I got a thing for a realtor, and I need to know these. I need to know the.
Oh, wait a minute. The person you told me about is a realtor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a realtor. So he does real estate. He does real estate here and in Cali.
It comes up on selling Tampa and selling Sunset. They dress provocative and flirt with clients to sell houses. That doesn't make somebody a hoe.
Oh, okay.
But flirting with somebody, that doesn't make you a hoe. At least not my definition of a hoe. Maybe that's y'all's definition of a hoe. I don't think that makes you a hoe, but okay.
Yeah, I thought I told you that he did real estate.
I don't think you did, but I don't think. I mean, we've talked about so much as far as that person is concerned. I don't know. You might have, and it just might went blue. Wait a minute. See, Golden said, I guess that period of time where that was my side hustle was my whole face. It doesn't. Oh, okay. She said it doesn't make them a hoe. That's why it's a stereotype. Stereotypes don't have to be true. Right? But stereotypes come from truth.
They come. I was about to say stereotypes come from someone.
Stereotypes come from truth. That doesn't make them true though. But they come from a place of truth.
Well, see, go right. Well, my husband is a real estate broker, and he's a hoe.
Well, damn. Well, there you go. Well, there you go.
I've heard that about flight attendants, but
yeah. Well, listen. I don't know, child. I don't know.
No, it is what it is.
We already talked about this. Joey confronting Haley. We already kind of talked about that. I don't think we got anything else to add to that, do we? Yeah. All right. Now, this is something we haven't talked about yet. Eva having a really good conversation with Donnell. That was cute.
That was cute. And I hate to do this. Y'all know I hate to do this. But I hate to do this. It was a good conversation until Kat came. I was like, Kat, y'all know. Kat.
And this is what and this goes back to what I was saying. Like, again, Kat doesn't have to like Eva. Kat doesn't have to be friends with Eva. But you also don't have to antagonize her every time you fucking see her.
It was like she wanted to.
Eva wasn't bothering you. Eva was over there minding her business. She does. You came over there bothering them.
That was my problem. I was like, damn it, Kat. I can always most times have your back, but this time I cannot have your back.
And Eva was like, I don't even have the energy for you today. Like, girl, exactly. I don't have the energy for you today.
And then when she was like, I heard about your fiance, I was like, Kat, you know that that's not her fiance. Isaiah told you that was just Leslie being Leslie. So you trying to take a dig at Eva. Why? Like, sometimes, like, I y'all know how I feel about Kat. Y'all know I love Kat. And I think I can honestly say it. I can see a little, I think because I was a little bratty and I was spoiled like her, that I can see a little bit of myself in Kat, and that I speak my mind, and that is what's always got me in trouble in school was the fact that my teachers say, you talk back to me. It's not that I'm talking back to you. If I have questions, bitch, I'm just going to ask you a question. No offense to no offense. I love you. But with my teachers, I'm sorry. That's just who I am as a person. I can't help that. And my teachers always want me to turn that off. It's like, if something doesn't make sense to me, I'm sorry. I'm going to question you. I have to as a person. That's just my personality in general. If it don't make sense, I'm going to ask you a question. And most times I was never wrong. But my teacher would say, well, you're not wrong. It's just how you ask the question. Well, I'm sorry that you don't like my approach and my delivery. But, it is what it is. Because that's why I got sent to the office a lot of times as a kid. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. And she's 83. Eva is not messing with Chelsea's wedding. Leslie is. Eva don't have shit to do with it. Eva don't have shit to do with that. She tried to get her mama together. Isaiah got her mama together. Even Ted got her mama together. So that's not fair. That's not fair. It wasn't Eva. It was Leslie.
Yeah, that was Leslie, y'all. And again, y'all know I love Kat, but that wasn't that. Y'all remember, Leslie heard all that stuff, and she, yeah, I know, and I see where Sheep says that she's still keeping that party. Eva is. They remember they moving it from Chelsea's wedding.
Right. That's the decoy. Yeah, like they had a whole conversation about that. She said to Isaiah, we need to let her know. And Isaiah was like, nah, if she wants to throw us a party, let her keep that date. Let her throw us a damn party. And then they're free to finish planning the wedding. So Leslie isn't chasing their ass around. It's she's actually doing them a favor.
It really is.
But they had a whole conversation about that. Her and Isaiah had a whole conversation about that. That is not on Eva, y'all. I'm sorry. We can give Eva a lot, but when it ain't Eva, it ain't Eva. That's Leslie.
Yeah. And like I always say, y'all know how I feel also when it comes to Eva. Kevin, if you sit on the comments, you can put your comment. But y'all know how I feel. Even like Kat is justified when it comes to her feelings for Eva, but it's not always necessary to bring out her cat claws for Eva. Because most times here lately, Eva don't give, like in this particular scene, Eva wasn't giving her nothing. She wasn't even paying attention to Kat. Kat started with her.
Right. But again, Isaiah had a whole conversation with Kat last week and told Kat that they're not engaged. They didn't have anything to do with that. That was Leslie. Like, he told Kat. Again, Kat doesn't have to believe it, but it just goes back to every time she sees Kat, she has to antagonize her. And I'm sorry, she's not justified in every time she see her picking at that girl. She's not. Just leave her the fuck alone. You don't have to like her. You don't have to be friends with her. But every time you see her, that girl could be walking in the Orphe jeans and picking up food. You got something to say. She could be walking through the country club. You got something to say. She was literally sitting there talking to that boy. Wasn't bothering you. Got something to say. It's like she just...
Not like Cardi B said, if we have beef, we're gonna have beef forever. I'm okay with that, but
I'm okay with them having beef forever. But again, that doesn't mean that every time you see her, you have a right to interfere with what she got going on when she ain't bothering you. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. I mean, y'all can feel differently, and that's fine. But I just feel like it's like, damn, Kat, leave the girl alone. She's not bothering you.
Yep. And it hurts me to have to defend Eva in this particular moment against Kat.
Yeah, I mean, and again, y'all know I don't care about it because y'all know
now Xavier, I can't give you that one.
Kat is Pink Wig.
I cannot give you that.
Is Cardi in this situation?
I cannot give you Pink Wig.
But here's the thing about that. Now you're right. Now when it comes to she messed with Tomas, but you more mad at Eva than you are at Tomas because you back with Tomas talking about getting married, riding off into the sunset.
Oof, that's weird. That's still weird.
It takes. I mean, last time I checked, it takes two to tango. Yes, Eva slept with Tomas, but Tomas slept with Eva.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
He had more of allegiance to Kat than Eva does.
All right. Listen. I ain't argue with y'all.
We always have a debate when it comes to.
I understand. You're my supposed sister, but they weren't sisterly. Like they're
sisters.
Whatever.
And my soldier boys were sisters. Child, they ain't
right? Like y'all act like they were being sisters. They were not being sisterly. Like Kat ate child. Okay, never mind. Moving on, child. Let me move on. Y'all feel how y'all feel. That's fine, child. That's fine. All right, I already said that. Haley, Naomi, and the sonogram. So then Donnell did have a conversation with Kat, and he was talking to Kat about Vanessa and Doug and questioning Vanessa's storyline. And he was like, I want to believe her, but I'm not quite sure I believe her. So, like I said, Donnell is kind of on the train too. I mean, I think he wants to see his mom and his sister make up, but he kind of is questioning Vanessa too.
But he should have been questioning Vanessa. I mean, before we even met Deanna, he had an issue with Joey. Because remember, he blamed Joey for a long time for Doug's death. I don't know what, and I'm still trying to remember what changed him. Because remember, when Doug first died, y'all remember when he went to the casino and he was like, he told Joey he's gonna make him pay for what happened to his daddy. But then out of nowhere, he just did a whole switcheroo on us.
Which is why at first I thought he was like trying to get close to him to get evidence, like to you know what I mean? But then he went back to school and I don't know. Child, it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird to me.
Right, Harold. Team Cat be ready to roll, honey. They ride at dawn, child. They don't play about Cat around these parts. Good Lord.
I love my Team Cat, but sometimes we gotta call a spade. And when she's wrong, and y'all hear me when I say it, I hate that I have to do these things, but when she's wrong, she do be wrong. But I still, y'all know I'm Team Cat all day over here. But like I said, I think it's because I see some of the similarities in her with me.
Okay.
I really
they said what changed was Vanessa gaslighting him about Joey trying to help him. Yeah, he did. She did make it out like Joey was trying to. Yeah, that's true. She did.
I'm trying to remember that. Oh,
remember she was, and then that he was gonna work for Joey or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Now I remember. Vanessa ain't shit then.
Well, he
That's
went
why.
back to school, child. So once he went back to school, he kind of got over all of that.
Well, I'm glad the end.
Okay, next I have Haley and Randy once again meeting in the middle of Uptown. And she basically is like, we got to get rid of Bill. Like, I'm sick of this. We got to take him out once and for all. Girl, you the one that... Listen, I'm so sick of Randy. These bumbling... I mean, how were they ever successful running cons? They seem like they can't... They seem like they can't fight their way out of a brown paper bag. Like, what the fuck?
My whole thing. Like, who was the brains of the... Like, if given to Lynette, probably was the brains of most of y'all's operations, because you two give Ren and Stimpy, Dumb and Dumber, the blind leading the blind, because I don't get it. And again, why are we still meeting in public places? Like, I just don't get it with those two. And now Haley is talking about, oh, we need to take out Bill. Girl, if you do that now, you're even more obvious than you were before. Because now it's looking like desperation. Actually, it ain't looking like desperation. It is desperation.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you said, like we've been saying for months, that T1, that spiked T1 working. No, I can't with them too. I just really can't.
Wait a minute. Quake keep coming up with these theories. Quake said, I have an observation. Eva keeps mentioning that Donnell that Isaiah works at Banneker, and I don't think Isaiah's working there. So what you think Isaiah doing? You think Isaiah's really working for Joey on the slot on the low? or working for another somebody? You think is he the person peddling the plasma?
Child.
I don't know. That'll be interesting, Quake. We'll put that in our back pocket, honey. Somebody said, y'all have amnesia about all the things Kat has done, Eva has done. I don't have amnesia. Now I did forget about some stuff I'll be forgetting about. But it's not that I don't have amnesia. I'm not saying that Eva is a great person. What I'm saying is Kat goes out of her way to antagonize her. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Eva's it has made all the right decisions. I'm not blaming everything on Mama. But what I am saying is that girl can see Eva across the room and will find a reason to go up to her and say something. That's all I'm saying.
And y'all know I don't.
And for me, it's exhausting. But I know for y'all love her. So y'all be team Eva go. I mean, team Kat go.
And y'all know I'm team Kat 100%. But again, I can call out right and wrong when it's wrong. And yes, like I said earlier, is Kat justified in the reason that she doesn't like Eva? 1,000%. She's
absolutely 1,000%.
She's justified in it, but like we also said, she don't also like. Here's the thing, like, and I've said this. I think I've heard me say this numerous times when it comes to Kat. I want Kat to get to a point where she doesn't let Eva and Leslie get under her skin. Just pay them bitches dust and move on about your day. Because if you like, when it comes to Leslie and Kat, notice whenever Kat is somewhere and she be minding her business, Leslie comes fuck with her because she knows she's going to get a reaction out of Kat. Like, remember when they put a stop to Leslie's house being built and she saw Kat at Orphe Jeans. Kat was in that booth by herself. Leslie went and fucked with her when Kat had nothing to do with it. That was Bill and Vernon. So, it can go both ways. But for me personally, I just want Kat to just let it go. Because again, Leslie and Eva, more specifically Leslie, knows that she can get a rise out of Kat because of how Kat feels about them. But again, she's justifying how she feels. I just wish that she wouldn't give them the ammunition. That's all. Okay. I just wish she wouldn't give them the ammunition.
Okay. I'm reading these comments and child, y'all got it. Y'all got it. To say that somebody's never wrong is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Right. Where's the smoke for Tomas? Exactly. That's just like in real life. Women be ready to fight the other woman and they man is laid up in the bed. Like, you're going to bypass your man and fight the woman. And I get it that in this case, Eva did know, like Eva was wrong, 101,000% wrong. But I just feel like She just don't get none of the smoke. But anyway, I mean, whatever. I don't care, y'all. It is what it is. I feel how I feel. Cat irritates my soul, so there it is. Let me see. Okay, Haley and Randy. Then I have Joey and Randy, which we kind of already talked about. That Joey basically let Randy know, look, I see y'all. Now what he's gonna do about it is the question.
That's interesting to see how he's gonna handle this. I'm curious to see. Maybe I'm okay with a little bit of blackmail, to be honest with you. If he blackmail all three of them, I'm cool with that. I'm fine.
Listen, Joey has the upper hand, and I find it. I'm interested to see what he's gonna do with it.
This thing that I will say, I'm wondering if he's gonna try to put all the pieces together, then make a move. Like find out what they really up to. Like find out that they're trying to run a con on Bill. Find out that they've ran cons on other people in the past. Find out that Haley and Randy, aka Sammy, are actually related to each other, and then use that to his advantage. Because Joey gonna find a way to get something out of it. Absolutely, he gonna find a way to get something out of it.
Tomas, you know what, Charlene, thank you. Although it don't matter to the other people in this chat that don't think Kat do nothing wrong, but Tomas did tell Eva that they had broken up, that they were not together. That is true. Remember, Kat did think that they had broken up, and we know that Eva did like Tomas, but no, child, but it don't. Like I said, it don't matter. It don't matter. Let's keep going. Okay. Bill and his will. We kind of already talked about that, but I think Bill changing his will, even though he said it's because of what's going on with Anita and all of that. I think he is sort of in the back of his mind. I think he took. I wouldn't be surprised if he took Haley out of the will.
If she was ever in the will.
Well, I think she was in the will. Because remember when he went through the divorce, because he ended up giving Danny, he put Danny back in his will.
Yeah, he put Danny
I think he definitely changed his will after the divorce.
Yeah. Huh. I still think that Bill is just oblivious. Not like completely. I'm not gonna give him completely oblivious, right? But I will say I think go back to the point that I said earlier. I just don't think that he wants to accept the fact that he got played when he's supposed to be Bill Hamilton, Esquire, who is this big bad attorney who nobody gets one over on him. I don't think he wants to admit that. He may see the warning signs, but how some people see red flags, but they paint the red flags blue, green, other colors but red. I think that's where Bill is. That he's so enamored with Haley that he wouldn't want to believe that. Because again, if you think about it, when it comes down to this whole Lynette thing, he's really more so trying to put all of it onto Lynette and not even thinking maybe my wife could have something to do with it, because he feels that Lynette is manipulating and playing Haley, which she is, but not to the extent that he wants to believe. So I think that's where we are with Bill. I think he may see stuff, but I don't know if he sees stuff with Haley. He can spot it with other people. Like I said, he can put it all on Lynette.
Thank you, Juvia. Thank you. I agree 100%. Okay. But I agree with what you're saying. Next in my notes, I have Nicole and Kyle. We saw Nicole slide up in his bed after she got mad at Colton. And we said that last week that we think that Nicole really is feeling Kyle more than Colton. And I feel like she is. I think Colton is the acceptable choice, but I think Kyle is who she really likes.
I do too. Now, I will be honest. I thought that was a dream like Kyle did. I'm like, is this a dream? And she's
right.
Like, nope,
maybe she used that key. Oh. She slid right on up in that bed with that man. I said, I know that's right. That's some shit I would do.
What
so
I
you
do
better
that?
Go ahead, girl. Oh, that's definitely. Oh no, that's definitely something I would do. Absolutely. You give me the key to your house. Oh, absolutely, that's some shit I would
do. I'm trying to think what I'd do. That I probably would.
You would.
I probably would. Yeah, I would. Especially if it's I would.
Somebody said they think Isaiah might be law enforcement. I could see that. I could see him working at Banneker being a cover, and that I could see that.
No, I can't. But that would be a big, huge. That would be like they would really have to explain that, because remember that's his whole issue with Elon, is that he's not law enforcement like Jacob and Luke are.
But that doesn't mean. But he left town. That doesn't mean that they know. They may not know. They know he left town. They don't know what he did when he left town.
Right, because the whole we found out this week that the whole entire family is law enforcement, because Darlene is works in dispatch.
Right, she works at 911 dispatch. Right.
I was like, what the fuck? The whole.
I mean, right, because that again, they don't know what happened to him when he left.
But that would be, I guess, that would be a good storyline to.
Right, that would be an interesting storyline. That would be an interesting storyline.
That it would just be interesting because that's been his grievance, which I get it. If he's undercover, he can't tell his dad. But it's like, y'all have been fighting about you not being in law enforcement, like your
But that's all the more reason, Cheap 83. He has a master's degree. FBI agents have master's degrees. People that work, like, they go to school, I think, and I even think that for certain positions they have to have a master's degree. So that's all the more reason why he would be in some of the. I'm not saying he was in the police academy. I said somebody said FBI or something like that. Because this is if they're transporting that plasma across state lines, that's the federal crime.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying him getting a master's degree doesn't necessarily mean he's not law enforcement. Not off topic. I don't like Darlene. She get on my nerves. You know what? But she definitely feels some kind of way about Miss Eva, honey.
She do.
Right. The next thing I have is Tomas's new job, which we already talked about. Mm-hmm. Anything you want to add to that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Then Lynette and Haley, which we already talked about. Anything you want to add to the Lynette and Haley of it all?
Kudos to you, Lynette. Bring Val all the way down. That's all I got to say. Don't ease up on her. Let that bitch have it. Give it to her. That's all I got. Team Lynette over here. We team Lynette and we saying fuck Val or Haley, whatever her name is. That's all I got.
You said Nicole was dead wrong to not disinvite Carlton. She is moving sloppily, and it was immature to have him show up and not communicate a change of plans. Is that why he was at the country club? He thought he was going to breakfast with the Easter breakfast?
I thought he just happened to be at the country club.
I mean, I know Nicole said that they were supposed to go, but is that? I might have missed that. Did he say that? Did he say that's why he was at the country club? Because they had a whole argument the night before. Why would he think he was still going?
Exactly. That's because remember that was after, because he met Ted. But I mean, I don't know why he would feel that way. She put you out of her house,
right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he thought, well, we had a little disagreement, but that doesn't mean that I'm not coming to dinner. Like, I don't know, but I didn't realize that. That's why he was there. I thought he was just there to have breakfast. I didn't know. But that's true. If she didn't communicate to him that, yeah, she should have communicated that. Yeah, she should have communicated that. Yeah. Right. Did Colton call and apologize? Did he make sure? Like, I know you put me out your house last night, but are we still going to brunch this morning? Like, I feel like I would have to have a conversation first before I just showed up.
Exactly.
But I agree. I mean, Nicole should have said, hey, I think maybe, I don't think you should come to brunch. Let's talk later. Like, I agree, but I mean, I didn't know. I don't know. Not poor Tink Tink in his Easter suit. See Golden, go to the corner. Go to the corner. All right, so we're on Friday, child. I told y'all a lot happened this week. We've been here for 2 hours, honey. Let's get this. We on Friday. Anita is feeling better. Anita is looking, she got her good wig on. I love the fact that they are putting. No, this is what I was gonna say. I love the fact that they put a wig on her that looks like a wig instead of the way her hair has been, because that looked like a wig. But that's realistic. That's realistic though. Because technically she don't have no hair.
I mean, she don't, but that wig was wigging.
Yeah, that wig that definitely was there. That was a Monica slash what's the name of her group? That came from out of their closet.
Yeah, the Articulates.
Yeah, that was an Articulate wig, child.
Y'all know I don't like a wig that's bad. I don't do a terrible wig. I like a pretty wig.
Exactly.
I knew it was intentional though, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. I like, but that's what I'm saying. I like the fact that they did that because, again, it looks like she has on a wig, like the wigs that she was wearing at the beginning. Like those did not look like wigs. But that looked like, and it was right. It was intentional. It was intentional, right?
Even her makeup was intentional,
right? Even her makeup was right. Her face wasn't that regular beat that she gets. I loved it. I loved it. We already talked about this. Bill missing the family. Vernon talking to him and basically telling him that he appreciates what he did for Anita, and you could just see the pride on Bill's face, child.
Yeah, that's how Bill wants it to be accepted by the family once again. I'll be so happy when he gets what he really wants, just with the exception at my expense with Danny and Andre. But I want Bill to get what he wants. I want Bill to get accepted back with the family. Give him that, just not with Danny.
Well, it seems like he's kind of back there. Naomi, we already talked about this. Missing Jacob, they link up at the hotel. We already talked about this. I mean, if there's anything you want to add to that, but
the only thing that I will add to that is I know that Naomi had texted Jacob earlier in the week when it was there. She texted him earlier in the week about seeing him, and he said he couldn't, right? But then I know she texted him after the situation with Isaiah and Darlene, and then they text again. I'm like, and this is a burner phone, but you doing a lot of texting with your wife. I thought that this was supposed to be like a phone for basically emergencies or something. This ain't an emergency. I know she told him about what happened with Isaiah and Darlene, but even Darlene agreed with you. So I don't understand I'm just so confused. But hey, if it makes sense to earn Jacob shit, it makes sense to them at this cheap ass motel.
Listen. Nicole brings Kai to brunch. We kind of just talked about that. I think that Nicole is really feeling Kai. I think Colton, I don't know. I think Colton was the expected, like he fits the box. He checks off the boxes of the old Nicole. I think Kyle fits more in with the new Nicole. And we already had the conversation about new Nicole, old Nicole, but I don't know.
Yeah. I still prefer her to be with Kyle anyways, because I'm still not over the whole Carlton of it all. Even Ted had to say it in Friday's episode. Like you said earlier, he took a dig at you. Like, oh, you want the Nicole that basically I was married to.
Right. You want the Nicole that you've been in love with all these years. Yeah, you want her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she gone. She gone. We already talked about this. Lynette spending up all the money. Bill confronts Haley about it. Again, that was just too easy for me. I really think Bill, I don't know what Bill knows or what, but that was just too easy for me.
Yeah,
I could see if it was like, but that kind of money is crazy. And I get it when you rich is relative, but I don't give a damn. $15,000 is $15,000.
It was him saying, we'll take care of it now, but after that, this is it. No, we ain't gonna take care of it at all.
Right, we're not gonna take care of her forever. What you mean? We shouldn't be taking care of her at all.
Like she was a client.
Yeah, I don't know. You saved that woman. You already took her case on pro bono. Then you got the charges dropped. You had to call in a favor to get the charges dropped. And you've been paying for her to be at a hotel for at least, let's say, 2 to 3 weeks. I think y'all are good. I think y'all are even Steven.
Y'all are solid as a rock.
Right.
Fuck, Lynette would be on her own at that point.
Right. I wrote. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm done. I just said go get a job.
Right. Oh, she trying to get a job, all right.
She is.
The chief, I wrote here that the chief caught them making the exchange in the hallway. Yeah, the chief is on to Grayson. I don't know what the chief gonna do. Grayson gonna pop up and be dead. I don't know what's going on with Grayson. But that's why I say I think Ashley's in danger, because I feel like I could see her using Ashley as a
decoy,
as a pawn. Yeah, as a pawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see that now that you say it out loud. I can see that because she knows that he does like Ashley, and a way to get him in line is to get to Ashley.
Right. Nothing's wrong with her black card, Xavier. The bank just called him because that, I guess that what it is that the bank called him and thought it was a fraud alert. They thought it was a fraudulent charge. The thing is, yeah, she's got a black card, which is unlimited, but if she doesn't use it like that, like Haley might not make those kind of purchases like that, $15,000, like the way that, and so it was just a fraud alert. They just called him because it's his card. He just lets her use it. It's his card. And so they called to say, hey, we think that this might be a fraud.
Yeah, and they may have a certain dollar limit on how much is spent in a day.
Right. Or he may have something like, if this much is spent, call me. If more than this amount is spent, just because it's a black card and it's unlimited don't mean that there ain't no parameters still in place.
But even Haley says she don't spend that much money.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Haley uses the card like that. I mean, does it look like Haley uses the card like that? She can get that animal print from Merry Go Round. I mean, Fashion Nova's finest. Like, does it look like she's spending $15,000 at the hotel?
Oh God, nothing.
Right, for that amount at a hotel, yeah, they're gonna call. Right, yeah, I don't think that was unrealistic. Yeah. Carlton and Ted, we kind of already talked about this. That I don't like it because, again, y'all know I don't like nothing about the Carlton Ted, and Ted going to the bar to talk to Carlton and let him lick his wounds about his ex-wife. Like, that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Ted was having fun with it. Ted was like, oh well, she hurt you, broke your heart, huh? Oh, got you upset, huh? Like, but yeah. I don't know. Chelsea and the Purses, you saw them kind of open up the storyline for the crossover event with, is it Young and the Restless or Bold and the Beautiful?
It's all three of them.
She said they were talking about Chelsea's waiting on the phone call to find out about what's the name of the company with the department stores?
Oh shit, I forgot. Y'all can put it in the comments because I forgot.
Yeah, y'all put it in the comments because I don't watch either one, so I'm not sure. But we know
I don't do Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah, but we know that that's coming. Yeah, we know that that's coming up. I think that's coming up in May.
Yeah.
So the notes, Finmore.
It's Finmore.
So they said that so you see them open up that at the dinner time. I wrote that in my notes at brunch. So we see we're getting ready to go into that storyline. I think that's gonna be real cute. The only problem is, are we gonna be able to follow it if we don't watch all three?
I hope so, because I only watch Young and the Restless and I barely watch.
Because I'm not right, because I don't know nothing about what's going on. All I know is Victor Newman. That's all I got. And I know that Vivica Fox and Shamar Moore are back, but I still don't know.
That was real? I thought that was fake.
Okay, now your sound is messing up for me.
Oh, really? Yeah, so that Vivica Fox and Shamar Moore thing was real?
It's messing up. Your sound is messing up, JB. Damn. At least for me. Is it messing up for y'all? Because it's messing up for me. Maybe it's just me.
It's got to be StreamYard.
Okay, now you sound. All right, we almost done. You fine again. We almost done. I said this already. Ashley is suspicious. And again, I think that's gonna get her in some trouble. And the last thing I wrote was Jennifer Holiday. That's it.
Yeah, it was cute. The Jennifer Holiday thing was kind of cute.
Oh, I liked it. I mean, I always like when we had these little stories and stuff like that.
Yeah. And the fact that her and Anita know each other. Yeah, it was cute.
It was cute. So y'all, we've been here for 2 hours, child. That was what happened. That was what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, other than the fact that it looks like we're gonna be in the alley again, child. Look like we're gonna be in the alley next week, child.
Child, the alley.
Oh, Andre. Okay, Andre mentioned reaching out to Devon. So yeah, so they're slowly mentioning. So they getting us ready for the crossover.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. What you got going on, JB?
Ooh, so the only thing I got to do, well, y'all probably won't see it till tomorrow, but we're gonna talk about some of these things in the news. I definitely want to talk about that bitch, the bitch Pam Bondi getting fired, even though I don't think it's a good thing. But I mean, we gotta talk about Pam. Congratulations to you. Couldn't have it to a more deserving bitch. Then we can talk about that other bitch, Christine, and her husband with his boobs to the air. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Like I said, y'all probably won't see those videos until tomorrow. Y'all know Real Housewives of Atlanta is back tomorrow. Excited for Real Housewives of Atlanta. That will be pre-recorded.
Oh my God, your sound is so terrible. Your sound is so bad right now. It must be StreamYard.
It must be. So Real Housewives of Atlanta is back tomorrow. So that's pre-recorded, and then we'll go live on Monday. And then y'all know Rhode Island moves to Sundays. So that'll be on Monday as well. That's all I got.
Rhode Island is going to start coming on Sunday night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all in a second. Okay, so it's just me. Y'all say his sound sounds fine to y'all. Then it's just me. Yeah, then it must be StreamYard. So y'all know I got a lot trying to get caught up on. So I'm going to try to get you guys Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight. Tomorrow, y'all know the Real Housewives of Atlanta I have already got that scheduled tomorrow night. And then Monday, y'all know the Whether You Like It or Not panel is back, honey. We'll be at Scotty's house on Monday. Rhode Island, I don't know when I'm going to have to move Rhode Island since they're going to be moving to Sunday night. I'm going to have to just do Rhode Island like I did Married to Medicine and try to do it on Mondays or something like that. I think those are those the only shows I'm reviewing right now. Beverly Hills, I'm trying to get caught up. Ladies of London, trying to get caught up. Don't know when, but I'm trying to get caught up on those. Now, this is what I saw before we get off of here. This is what I saw that I was like, Lord, Lord, Lord. Now, Kelsey from the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, y'all know they done already found her boyfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they done found an old escort website resurfaces where she charged $2,900 for dinner and dessert. Why do these people go on these reality shows knowing they got dirt?
Now you know she got in the comments. She got in the comments and said that was fake. That
was it AI?
No, she said that post is real, but it wasn't her. She said the law enforcement got involved with that.
Oh, okay. So somebody, I didn't read the comments. Okay.
Miss Bay thing, Baddies is not on this week. I don't know when, because last week was the finale, so y'all know they take about a week or two before they give us the reunion. So,
child, I don't know nothing about no baddies.
Be glad you don't. So I think somebody asked in the comments, like, how was Rhode Island? It was a decent premiere. It wasn't like terrible.
I thought it was a good premiere.
Only thing that was terrible for me was that I had to sit there and watch Beverly Hills before Rhode Island came on, and I didn't even really pay attention to Beverly Hills. But it was okay. It was cute. The only thing is, I still don't know who. I don't know who is who, because now they don't believe they look alike. But I'm like, y'all all are brunettes for one, and so that hurts right there. Y'all all are brunettes, and some of y'all do look alike. Like quite a few of y'all look alike in that group. But it was a good premiere to me. I'm here. I'll be here for Rhode Island.
Yep, I'm here for it. All right, y'all. That's all we got. We've been here for 2 hours, honey. We've been here for 2 hours. But with that being said, we're about to get up off of here. Thank y'all so much for being here. You could tell it was a good week because we was here for a long time, child.
Yeah, I think.
All right, we about to get out of here. Talk to y'all later. Peace.
Bye, y'all.